legless in Strensel, or death by global capital. It appears to me that a series of technological advances have reversed the geographical condition of serfdom. In the pre-urban age, those that worked the land almost never walked it. To be caught outside one's own parish might mean being clapped in irons. To travel beyond such boundaries remained largely the privilege of the landed, the ordained, or the enlisted. Fast forward a few centuries to the mid-80s, and it seemed to me that the haves were the only ones with the ability to stay put. Living as I did, beyond the boundary of Lady Hilda Roberts' southern estates, her gamekeeper, Tebbit, provided me with a set of wheels and instructed me to use them. Another Norman invasion, another harrying of the north. That's where my map begins, pedalling furiously across the morning mizzle, characteristic of the Vale of York in autumn. Fog tinged with the acrid treacle taste of the sugar refinery, destination Strensel. To meet your end there would be akin to being mown down by a motorised wheelchair. A sawmill contains many ways in which a stupid kid straight out of school can be horribly slain. In this case, specially grown Nordic timbers had been transported to England to be made into roof trusses, so they could be dropped on me. Of course, I survived, in a similar manner to Buster Keaton, diving through the one window in a collapsing house. They hadn't reckoned on my knowledge of old silent comedies. The absurd is our secret weapon. My foreman greeted me by asking, why wasn't I dead? There were still more attempts to thin the herd. Hanging from a windowsill 30 feet above a deluged Morpeth garden was a purely domestic adrenaline rush, I'll grant you. But international finance remains extremely dangerous. The rubber that made the fumes that burned the lungs and caused the steam that made me slip and miss the press by inches, that came from Malaysia. My father experienced his own version of youth training. It was called conscription. Several people tried to kill him, although he had to get on a boat and meet them halfway. I only had my bike. So as you can see, it is remarkable that I'm here at all, but not that I'm here particularly. Eventually, the residents of Lady Hilda's bred children with such an overweening sense of entitlement that the expending of effort became anathema. So they called for us, not just from the north or Midlands or Scotland, but Poland and Nigeria, pretty much everywhere really. There are only 3 known world languages not spoken in London, as far as a recent survey can be believed. There is something rather sad about a vet from Zimbabwe lumping sheet metal around near Woking, but at least he had all his fingers the last time I saw it.